here at my listing, Winston-Salem, North Carolina. This property has been on the market for 9 days. We have had just under 40 showings on this property. So I thought this would be a great opportunity for me to share with you how to submit a bid on HUD Home Store. I just finished showing the property and I'm going to be submitting a bid. So let's get to it. Only a HUD registered bidder can submit an offer on any HUD property, as we discussed in our last video. So let's go ahead and choose HUD registered bidder. So the first bit of information we'll need to enter is the NAID type. There is a drop-down menu here. We are not a government agency, a nonprofit, but we will be a selling broker in this particular case for this demonstration. We'll also need to put in the NAID number as well as your license number. We'll choose that we are not a robot, and then we'll verify the NAID. So let's just say your buyer is going to offer $153,000 on this property. It's currently listed at $149,000, but they're going to offer $153,000. That's line number 3, the purchase price or the offer amount. Line number 4 is asking what kind of financing will your buyer be doing? Would it be a 203B, 203B with repair escrow, 203K, or any other financing not involving an FHA loan, or are they paying cash? Line 5, they're asking about closing costs. Well, HUD will pay up to 3% seller paid closing costs if you requested at the time that you were making the bid. In this particular case, we're not going to ask for any closing costs, but automatically our commissions populate. 3% commission for the selling broker, listing broker, it already populates. Line 7 now tells you immediately that the net to HUD will be $143,820. This is important because HUD awards all bids based on the net to them. So that's something you definitely want to keep in mind. Line 8, is your purchaser an owner occupant or an investor, nonprofit, or other government agency? Because we're in owner occupant phase, you cannot choose any of these other options. Owner occupant is already grayed out because they are only going to accept bids from owner occupants. So if the seller does not accept this offer, do you want them to hold it as a backup offer? Or do you not want them to hold it as a backup offer? You would choose here. HUD typically keeps up to 3 backup offers on any property where there are bids. So let's say your bid wasn't accepted, but the first offer or the first accepted offer fell through. You might get an email from HUD saying, hey, is your buyer still interested? The other fell through and we'd like to move forward with your buyer. Purchaser information. So HUD will not allow any employee, family member, management official, or affiliated entity to a HUD asset manager, field service manager, appraiser, or local listing broker, buyer select closing agent, any of our employees to purchase a HUD property. So they want to know whether you are any of those people or if your buyer has any of those affiliations, because they would be precluded from purchasing. They want to know if the selling broker is submitting a bid or has any interest in purchasing the property. If you are a selling broker and you are not a listing broker, you are not precluded from purchasing a HUD property. They just want to know whether you are going to have any ownership interest in purchasing this property. Primary purchaser's information. They're going to ask you for social security number. You're going to need that when you submit the bid. If it's a company, you'll need that company's name. If not, you'll need the first and last name of the buyer. Middle name is optional. You'll need their address. You'll need their email address, their phone number. If you need to add another purchaser, you can do that by choosing the link and putting in the secondary buyer's information. You will also have an opportunity to choose the buyer select closing agent. Once you've completed your buyer select closing information, you'll notice that below that the bid submitter information, which should be your information, has already populated, and you will just continue to the next screen. Bid summary. This is all the information we submitted. Well, you'll see a certification information below. So what you'll do is you'll read through this, you'll accept the terms and conditions, and you will confirm the bid.